The type of nurturing a child gets in the formative years speaks volume to the outcome later in life. Such is even more appropriate when such nurturing is laced with quality education. We present a man who has traversed almost every part of the Federation and the globe in the course of his duties. Prince Yusuf Asamah Enikhe Agbomeikhe Victor Kadiri, fondly called Asamah and sometimes called in nicknames Asas and Doctor by his childhood and school days friend, peers, and family members, can be best described as a double prince as both parents hail from two major royal families of the Ikelebe dynasty of Auchi Kingdom. He is born to Alhaji Prince Zibiri Homoila Z.O. Kadiri, a renowned educationist and administrator, human capital development builder, community development enthusiast, and community leader of the Kadiri Ideo royal family, who was popularly known by different fans at different times as Wise, Wisdom, and Negus Nagash during his lifetime. And Ajia Princess Faith Miriam Kadiri ni DMJ Momo of the Momo royal family, a renowned primary school teacher and administrator, as well as grassroots women leader and mobilizer.
I come from a very large, big family in the royal dynasty of Ikelebe in Auchi. I'm the first son of Alhaji Prince Zedo Kadiri from the family of Kadiri Ideo royal family in the Ikelebe dynasty of Auchi Kingdom. And when I was born, my father named me specially Asamah. That means a child who is a symbol of unity. Akugbe. Let's unite, let's come together, let's sama.
He had a checkered history of primary and secondary school attendance as a result of transfer of his disciplinarian and educationist father from one part of the old Midwest Bendel state to another, as his dad ensured that he goes with him anywhere he went for a well-rounded and balanced education.
I started my primary education at Government Primary School, Auchi, which is now called Uchi Primary School. When I was in primary 2, I had to then, because then my dad had to now move us to Benin, where he was working as he was a tutor in the secondary school, and then on to Esigye Demonstration School, Abudu, where my father was also he was a tutor in Esigye College, Abudu, Esigye Teachers Training College, and then I was in the Esigye Demonstration Primary School. From Abudu, he was transferred to Ibilo Grammar School. And that was around 1979-1980 as a principal, and I had to transfer again. But I didn't get to go there with him, so that made us to now finish my primary education. That took me back to Government Primary School Auchi, because at that time I was now in primary 6, so I now went back to Government Primary School Auchi to finish.
Having concluded his secondary school education at Auchi Comprehensive High School, he was let off his supposed Cajun when he had to journey to Sokoto for his higher school education. He attended the Federal School of Arts and Science, Sokoto, where he obtained the General Certificate of Education, Advanced Levels, GCEA levels in flying colors.
The time I was finishing my primary school education, he was now principal at Iyereku Grammar School, South Tibie. Of course, I had to join him with my siblings. Started my secondary school there. Continued at Ikpeshi Grammar School in Akoko Edo, boarding house. Now moved on to Auchi Comprehensive High School. I think my dad just wanted me to be under his supervision directly. Maybe because of the high standards he had, and he felt as an educationist, it's better for him to train me by himself.
Though he initially started off studying public administration and politics at the University of Ilorin, he later opted for law at the prestigious University of Benin, where he obtained the LLB degree and thereafter proceeded to the Nigerian Law School in Lagos. And after successfully completing the bar examination in December 1994, he was called to the Nigerian bar as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria on the 22nd of March, 1995. With following the University of Benin, he was the president of the Isako Student Union and member of the LAWSA Congress, the Parliament of the Law Student Association. In furtherance for his appetite for higher educational and professional development, Asamah has pursued further studies in several renowned international institutions. He attended the Keble College, University of Oxford, United Kingdom, where he obtained an advanced practice diploma in international commercial arbitration. He also attended the prestigious Boston University School of Law, Boston, Massachusetts, United States of America, where he obtained an LLM in international business law. In addition to his training and practice as a lawyer, he is also a certified practicing arbitrator and mediator. He is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, United Kingdom, with specialization in international commercial arbitration. He is also an accredited commercial mediator trained and certified by the Center for Effective Dispute Resolution, CDR, United Kingdom. He is also a fellow of Business Rescue and Insolvency Practitioner of the Business Rescue and Insolvency Practitioners Association of Nigeria and affiliate of INSOL International. In his days as a young lawyer, he called his suit in the law firm of Femi Okuno and Co. Onilewura Chambers under the direct tutelage of Alhaji Lateef Olufemi Okuno, SAN, CON, a former first-generation commercial lawyer and former Federal Minister of Works between 1967 and 1974. Even though President added that he did his National Youth Service in Shell Petroleum Development Company, Western Division in Warri. Unlike most youths that get carried away with fast salary in an oil company, the self-motivated and focused Asamah returned to Femi Okuno and Co. for job satisfaction, tutelage and apprenticeship for the law profession of which he had become a force to reckon with today.
Right from when I was in the law school, I already had in mind that I must be in the big player circle of law practice. So as a law school student, I was posted to Luckily to undertake my law office attachment, which they now call externship, with the law firm of Femi Okuno and Co. Under the tutelage of Alhaji Lateef Olufemi Okuno, SAN. Immediately after law school, I resumed, even before call to bar and even before NYSC, I started working with him as a young lawyer, and he gave me undiluted one-on-one training. Foundational experience I had with him for about 4 years, 8 months. It was a very good experience with other colleagues in chambers, but most of the times having to work directly with Alhaji Femi Okuno, SAN.
He is currently a partner in the law firm of Jackson, Eti and Edu, a leading Nigerian full-service multi-sectorial and multi-specialist international commercial law firm, which he joined since 1999, and in which he is the group head and field marshal and commander-in-chief of the litigation and dispute resolution practice group. Apart from devoting his high-valued professional time, energy, and skills lawyering and solving problems for clients, Asamah has committed enormous time and energy to the training, tutoring, mentoring of the numerous young lawyers that have worked with him or passed through him in different ways in the past 20 years. Some of whom have grown to become partners in the same law firm with him, and some others running their own law practices or in high-level corporate organizations, public corporations, government departments and agencies, international organizations, and the academia, both locally and internationally. He has carved a niche for his practice, particularly in the corporate world and in diverse areas of commercial dispute resolution, in which he has earned several international recognitions, including being ranked by Chambers Global Legal Review as a leading lawyer in corporate and commercial dispute resolution, consecutively from the year 2011 to the year 2020. Also ranked by Legal 500 as a leading commercial litigation lawyer, as well as ranked by Corporate INTL as a leading insolvency lawyer in Nigeria. With such wealth of knowledge in law practice, what is his counsel for the state of bar and bench in Nigeria?
Law is a very, very special profession. And it's a noble profession. The services of lawyers are needed in virtually all aspects of life, whether in law practice, in government service, or in the corporate world. Companies have a lot of companies, big corporations are having full-fledged legal departments that are as busy as some law firms. Any young person wants to do law to know which area he or she wants to pitch tent with. We have the state ministries of justice, and virtually every government department has a legal department. So there's a lot for lawyers to do. In the legislative arm of government, in the legal drafting department, it's all made up of lawyers. They draft all the laws that are churned out from the National Assembly and the State Houses of Assembly. So there's so much for lawyers to do. Then you now come to practice. In practice, you can decide on picking it, whether you want to pitch a tent with a specialist area and growing it. So what I would tell a young person who aspires to be a lawyer is to have an open mind and be committed to developing oneself. Being a lawyer, remaining in law, practicing law is very tough. They must be ready to be resilient, to have that determination and the willpower to say, yes, I'm ready to take it on and grow in it.
This legal icon is a family man, has keen interest in youth development. He shares with us when he was hit with a cupid arrow as he went in search for his wife, who has also turned out to be a brand, a medical practice, and a global figure with her advocacy on mental health. Prince Yusuf Kadiri is not only an erudite legal practitioner, but he's also an amiable father with several leadership qualities, having served in several capacities of leadership responsibilities, adding value to his fatherland. It cannot be all work with our amiable icon. How does he find time to relax and meet meeting targets with his relevance to the entire mankind?
I do create time for my children. I create time for the family. It's tough because sometimes even when I'm at home, I may lock myself in my study room, working, preparing briefs and pleadings, and or responding, working on legal opinions. But I think I try to still create time, to play with them, relax with them at home, and then once in a while do a family vacation, which I hold very dearly, when the children are on holidays. And though it's getting too expensive nowadays, but we still try.
We celebrate Prince Yusuf Asamah Kadiri, a prince of the royal kingdom of Auchi, a legal luminary, a leader personified, an iconic former national president of the Issaquah Club 81, leading member of Auchi Development Foundation and Asamah Patriot Development Association, council member of Business Rescue and Insolvency Practitioners Association of Nigeria, an active member of the Nigerian Bar Association and its numerous sub-organs, including the NBA section of Business Law, member of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrator United Kingdom Nigerian branch, member of the Ikoyi Club 1938, life member of Nigerian Britain Association, among numerous others, as we congratulate him for reaching the pinnacle of his career with his elevation to the prestigious rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the highest rank of distinction and excellence in the legal profession.